The luggage situation just continues to be
It's so bad.
not our favorite.
It's a logistical nightmare.
It is a nightmare of some kind.
I don't get it.
Is Bex over here? I have never in my life been so eager to get on a plane. We're boarding. Hallelujah. Long plane flight means a long sleep. Here we come. Stepped off the plane into Colombia and it was dark. The sun was just rising and you could feel like the oppressive humidity and heat. And from that moment I thought, oh my gosh, this is sunrise. Like it's only gonna get worse from here. I think it's sunrise. When we came in and it was dark, I was like, I don't even know if it's nighttime or if it's morning. But the sun is rising, so we know it's morning and it's hot and humid. But everyone's in good spirits. You can just feel the heat as we're walking to the start of the race. You can feel it starting to like crisp your skin. I'm sure I annoyed some people. I'm like, this isn't safe. Like in my world, we would never run in this. Like you wouldn't do a training run in this. It was as extreme in Colombia heat-wise for athletes running as Antarctica was in the other direction. Because it was super hot, I knew that getting water on me and getting ice like in my clothing, between my skin and my clothing was really important. So that's one of the reasons I chose to separate from the group and go ahead. I knew physically I had the ability to run faster in this heat. I've run really well in the heat in the past, but also I wanted a selfish straight line of sight to our resources every single stop. And I wanted that area to myself as much as possible. That was just a weight lifted. It just simplified the task at hand for me. And our mind is going at this point. Like my brain is also like in a fog. I think running on my own was like fun and a relief. And so I think that added some joy to the experience for me. And then sometimes like the better you feel, the better you feel. So I was kind of having that experience. I felt really good in the race. One of the brutal things about that day was that the race had been set up to be 10 laps. They told us it was 10 laps. Somewhere along the way, the course changed and it turned into a 12-lap run. I got to the end of 10 and I thought I was done. And the race was like, no, you're not done, you're not done. And I switched my watch over to distance and I was at 22 miles. And so at 22 miles in heat index of 98 degrees, I had 4 miles to go. Everybody has moments like that in these sorts of like crazy wild challenges. Those are the moments where if anyone has even a moment of thinking of like sitting on the curb and crying, you're not meant for this. Like the only thing you can do is just say, okay, and you head back out and you get the 4 miles done. I finished the race and I felt pretty good like right away. I thought I had 10 laps and they changed it and it was 12. So I was doing really, really well until I knew I had to do 2 more and the heat started probably to accumulate, but I just paid attention to my heart rate. I didn't feel like I was overdoing it, but just that extension was really hard. And then my gut was having a hard time, which, come on, like, how could it not? I was pouring water on myself, drinking a lot of water, but you know, you got to balance your gut. And then I came back to the hotel and just immediately like hitting that really intense air conditioning, I felt like I was gonna throw up, and I did. I threw up a lot. So I'm gonna lay here now. I'm making myself to a little bit of a banana, sip on some Endurox and some water. And I'm gonna listen to some hymns and just try to like be calm. I took a shower, tried to warm up a little bit. It's crazy with this heat stuff. Suddenly you feel cold. So I'm in bed. I'm gonna try to warm up and just listen to some calming music and try to nibble on a little bit, and hopefully I feel better in about an hour.